yesteryear, and here we are. It marks the Hilula of a really great rabbi. His name was Rabbi Yehuda Yair Z'tl, one of the great rabbis from Jerusalem of his time. And he passed away. It was actually in the year 2015, 9 years ago, approximately from the time of recording. It was actually in the middle of the month of December in itself, towards the start of Tibet. He was only reported over about 56 years of age at the time passing. He was born actually in Jerusalem towards late 1950s, towards late time period within regards to that. He actually came from great heritage in of itself. His father happened to be Rabbi Yitzchak Yair, who was actually himself from Iraq. He was a famous Shliach Tzibur also over there. Also, his uncle was a very, very famous Shliach Tzibur. Many people would be familiar with of Iraqi heritage. Rabbi Gorgi Yair. He happened to be a grandiose Shliach Tzibur that happened to be the uncle of Rabbi Yehuda Yair. So he was born around the late 1950s period. He will learn when he was a student in the famous Yeshivat Porat Yosef, I believe more than a 6-year time period. And over that point in time, he was very close with many of the great rabbis, I believe, at that specific time. Rabbi Yehuda Tzadka was the Rosh Yeshiva, and he had close connection with many great rabbanim, including the famous Rabbi Mordechai Shirabi, who we've mentioned about on many occasions before. And he would learn in Porat Yosef, study at very, very high level over there. And then after he got married, he would become the rabbi of the synagogue called, very interesting enough, I believe in Jerusalem, called Heichal Pinchas. And I think this was a rabbinic role he would take on for more than 30 years. Also at the same time, he would learn and also teach at the same time. I believe there was a very high level learning kollel over there that was headed by Rabbi Yaakov Peretz, a really, really great rabbi, who himself, Rabbi Yaakov Peretz, I believe, as a leading rabbinic son called Rabbi Elchanan Peretz in the city of Bet Shemesh. So he was close with many great rabbis. He would have 11 children, and many of them will become great people, including, I believe, his son happens to be also another prominent rabbi, Rabbi Shmuel Yair, who gives a shiur inside the Mosiuf synagogue complex in Jerusalem, in the Bukhari neighborhood in itself. Now, it's actually interesting, as well as being a rabbi of a synagogue for more than 30 years, Rabbi Yehuda Yair happened to also give various different shiurim, all the vicinities in Jerusalem, most famously, I believe, on Shabbat in the Mosiuf synagogue complex, a place we visited on various occasions before in this channel. He would give a shiurei Torah and did a lot of huge kiruv work, inspired many people to be mitchazek and grow inside a high level of Torah. He was a very, very great public speaker and gave excellent shiurim in of itself, and he did this for many years. It's actually interesting. He has many great children. Many of them are Shliach Tziburs, including Rabbi Yosef Chaim Yair, another great rabbi that is also situated in the city of Bet Shemesh. He was a chazan and an educator within regards to the Torah realm in of itself. He was close also to various other rabbis, including Rabbi Mordechai Shirabi, Rabbi, as we stated before, he was close to Rabbi Yehuda Tzadka, Rabbi Yosef. He also was close to many of the great rabbis, especially at that point in time. Among his family, I believe his brother is a prominent rabbi, especially in Har Nof, which is an ultra-Orthodox neighborhood. Rabbi Ezra Yair, he actually opened up many years ago a famous Sephardi synagogue in the vicinity in Rehov Shalzon, actually famously enough, very famous street, let's just say, in itself, in the Har Nof neighborhood in Jerusalem, which has been going for many years. Also, among more great relatives of his, especially his brother-in-law, Rabbi Amram Ohayon, who has been the rabbi of Ofakim for many years. So they're all over the encompassment. It was a great family in of itself. And the family, Rabbi Yitzchak Yair, his father actually came, I believe, from Baghdad originally in Iraq, in the country of Iraq. And remember, Iraq at that point in time, say in the early 1900s, had a really great Torah Jewish community in of itself. He passed away, I believe he was 56 years of age at the time when he passed away. He unfortunately, I think he suffered from illness before he passed away. And he was buried, I think, in Har HaMenuchot cemetery in Jerusalem, which we have to point out. Also, he passed away just, I think, around the time period at end of Hanukkah. This was in the year 2015. This would have been from time of recording, it was approximately 9 years ago. He passed. I think he was hospitalized before he with serious illness, unfortunately, in Hadassah in Kerem, and very, very great rabbi. He would give. It was reported over even when he was released from the hospital, while he was in the process of recovering, just before he passed away, he was still giving shiurei Torah in the Mosiuf synagogue in the Bukhari neighborhood in of itself. So always, the whole time, he was concentrating on the importance of Torah, importance of kiruv mitchazek people. He was a really, really great speaker. Now, everyone, please, if you happen to be watching related to any of these great rabbis, please send me an email. We are learning about the great chachamim of yesteryear. He himself was a very, very great rabbi. And we've mentioned already in this series, about maybe 100 rabbis even from the area of Iraq in of itself, maybe many, probably about 40 rabbis from Baghdad already. We've been exploring the history with regards to the rabbis. Please don't forget to light candles in the great rabbi's memory, and wishing you all well. And I believe the Hilula is on Bet Kislev on Zot Hanukkah, which happens to be from time of recording tomorrow evening on the 8th night of Hanukkah. It's going to be the Hilula of Rabbi Yehuda Yair. So wishing you all well. Take care and be well.